Wayne's World, party time, excellent.
Wayne Larrivee joins us now. Our conversation brought to you by Kowal Investment Group, the retirement specialist, and by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Wayne, man, I don't know about you, man, but the turkey tasted amazing on Thursday. And it wasn't just my wife's cooking, which is excellent. Man, that was fun Thursday.
Oh, it was great. It was great right from the beginning when they wheeled out that play and they said, we're going to take the football, and they had it all set up that we're going to hit that 53-yard pass play. We're going to take it down the field against them. And, you know, it's funny. You never know what play is going to set a tone in a game, in a football game. It can happen anytime. I thought that play, first play from scrimmage, set the tone for that football game.
Yeah. How about the fact that LaFleur took the ball? It's become a defer league pretty much across the board because of the chance to get a bap end of first half, opening of the second half possession and score. And he said, no, I want the ball and we're going to go and be aggressive. Also said that he thought about not calling that play, texted Jordan Love the day before the game going, I don't know if we're going to do that, but then changed his mind back into it. So,
you know, I had a chance to talk to Jordan and Christian Watson after the game. And, you know, that's an amazing little story in that, you know, first off, LaFleur, you know, as a coach would probably, you know, starts cautioning himself saying, wait a minute, we don't want to start running here before we're walking. And yet the quarterback came back and said, no, let's do this. And the coach said, okay. And they went ahead and did it. That, you know, behind the scenes, that may be part of the process maturing as we look at the Packers, because that's a big part of it.
Yeah. Complete focused effort on a short week plus travel and with a ton of injuries against a team that had your number. It's both a testament to how you don't know what you're going to get any week in a given NFL week, but it's also a testament to the staff. This was a staff win through and through for the Packers as much as anything else.
I agree. You know, the game plan they came out with and the way they attacked the Lions right from the start, I thought it was a very good game plan, and it had the Lions on their heels for much of that first half.
Wayne, we talked a little bit about this on Friday, but I talked playoffs as we were exiting. Now you've had a couple of days to sit. Is that what the expectation should be now for the Green Bay Packers the last four? What do they got here? 6 games?
I think before you talk playoffs, you should get to 500. Okay. So in Kansas City's coming up. And I don't know if Taylor Swift is going to be there or not. But if she is, that means the tight end is going to have to be double teamed with a safety over the top as soon as he gets off the bus, because he has big games when she's in the arena. But nonetheless, you know, I think you have to understand, all right, what do we have here? Kansas City. And then there are, 5 games after that, of which they could be favored. It could be in 4 of those 5 games, the exception being the game at Minnesota, okay? But remember where we're at. And I'm not saying don't think playoffs, because it's possible. Because, you know, we talked off the air, Czabe and I were talking about what's the NFC? The NFC is San Francisco, Philadelphia on one line, Dallas on another line, Detroit on the third line there. And it's everybody else. And so you're in the middle of everybody else. You got as good a chance as anybody to make it into the playoffs in that group. So I wouldn't say don't think playoffs, but understand that in this process, and we've seen the bad, we've seen the loss to the Raiders and the Broncos, we've seen losses the Packers shouldn't have had. It should have games they should have won. But we've also seen some good stuff like we saw Thursday in Detroit. And my point is this. I think we're going to see more good stuff. And we might see a setback or two along the way. And you're going to sit there and say, how could they lose to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Or how could they lose to the Giants on a Monday night? You know what I mean? That could happen. And that's all part of a young football team learning how to win.
You do know that Taylor's final concert before she takes a holiday break was in Sao Paulo, Brazil, on Sunday night. It was last night at the Allianz Park Theater. Or stadium. And so now she's going to be off until she starts her Tokyo swing in February. Wow. So the availability, Josh, is there. for T Swizzle
to run the table.
To go see the hallowed tundra of Lambeau Field and maybe stop by the Prime Quarter for a nice meal with her entourage and bodyguards and cook her own steak in Green Bay. I mean, Ashwaubenon, Wisconsin.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Where she won't have to, rent the whole building out. She can just go there and they'll be like, "Oh, I thought you guys were closed, but yeah, we'll stop here."
Prime quarter stock would just skyrocket. There'd be more prime quarters in the state of Wisconsin if she showed up to that one than anywhere else.
Think about this. There'll be Mrs. Kelsey, the Taylor Swift, all these people around them, and they'll be flipping steaks. The rest of us.
That's right.
Oh my gosh!
Can you imagine seeing Taylor Swift making her own steak at a Prime Quarter?
Would that be
Can
awesome?
you imagine if word leaks out by Thursday that she's going, what Armin is going to be like, knowing he's trapped in the studio and not up there?
Yeah, but Laura's not.
I know, but Armin is every bit Swiftie. She.
One last Taylor Swift story. My 6-year-old grandson says to me the other day, Thanksgiving dinner, he says, hey, listen, if you can get me a press pass, we'll go up there and we'll just take our chances in seeing Taylor Swift. 6 years old. We'll take our chances.
We'll try it.
Oh, my God.
Come on.
Oh
that's
man.
Crazy.
Oh, God.
Wayne, earlier in the show, Czabe was talking about Jordan Love and how well he's been playing, and he brought up the fact that we're going to have to re-sign him, so why not now? He was like, right, there's no way that the Packers aren't going to re-sign him. He's going to cost a ton of money, so what are we waiting for? When do you think is the right time to sign him to that big boy contract?
I don't know if I would do it right now. I'd probably wait till the end of this year and then do it. Now, he has another year to go. He has another year on his current deal, the current restructure. Mm-hmm. But you guys are right. I mean, if he plays well and plays like he has the last month, but let's see what happens in these next few weeks. And then maybe before the end of the regular season, if things are really still targeting straight up, I personally, I've seen he's shown a lot. And Czabe, you're right. And if you look at, did you see that? Is it a meme that on Twitter or X? Aaron Rodgers and Jordan Love through their first 11 games. I mean, the numbers
I couldn't believe the numbers. And you being the guy
either.
that traffics in numbers as a man who preps for games and sees the numbers, exactly the same number of yards, same touchdowns through 11 games, 11 versus 11 touchdowns and yards right on the number, like 29-66 or whatever the number is.
Yeah, 17 TDs, Rodgers, 19 for Love, 9 interceptions, Rodgers, 10 interceptions, Love. And you're right. The yardage number is exactly the same.
Total touchdowns. Yeah, the total touchdowns is the same, 21 and 21. You're showing us passing touchdowns.
Right.
But it's eerily similar. I hear you on that, on the whole thing about he does have another year. My whole thing is, much like the holidays, these contracts get on you quick. It goes very quick. Before you know it, you're like, oh, wait a minute. Like, we're going to be through the season, into the winter cycle, and looking ahead to training camp and mini camps going, oh, my God, this is the last year of Jordan Love if we don't do something. Now, there's lots of options they can do. And by the way, in Goody, I trust. This Rodgers deal is looking better and better all the time, even if he's not going to be weighing at 65%. Are you watching the ongoing disaster in New Jersey with the Jets?
Mm-hmm. I even tuned in on what is it? The
fan?
The platform the other day to watch the Jets. And did you see also the Pro Football Focus grades for all of the people the Packers let go? I mean, the only grade above 70 was Mercedes Lewis, and that was basically for his blocking. Alan Lazard was a healthy scratch. They gave him number 2 receiver money. I mean, are you kidding me? And Czabe has been a healthy scratch for a month. It's amazing. I mean, yeah, the Packers did not miss on that at all.
Pop quiz. How many catches, Butchie, does Czabe have? Old Czabe, Rodgers' buddy, on the season catches?
3.
You know it. You're dead on the number. 3. Exactly.
I'm
right.
smart.
Yeah, you're smart. I follow things. I'm aware of things.
I read the World Wide Web every once in a while.
Lazard is a healthy scratch, which is crazy because he's making $14 million a year. That's twice as much money. I believe of the 7 wideouts the Packers had on their active, they cost about $7 million total. So Lazard alone costs double the entire Packer receiving room. And then you've got Billy Turner, who has not been good as a signee. Lazard's giving you, Cobb's giving you nothing. Dalvin Cook is giving you nothing. 3 yards a carry. Doesn't have a touchdown yet this year. Hackett is under fire, but they're saying, well, we're not going to make a change there because wink, wink, you know why. That just has not worked out very well. It's exciting. So big game Sunday against the Chiefs. They got a puncher's chance like any team in the NFL.
Sure,
right?
they do. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And Kansas City isn't totally figured out offensively, although they feel like they made some strides yesterday in Las Vegas.
All right. Well, I hope you have the balls to call Sarah quick and say, Sarah, could I get a press pass for a 6-year-old? Because he wants to see if he can maybe glance at Taylor Swift.
Take his chances.
Is Sarah the one that would make that call on press pass?
Yeah, most likely.
She took the
Good
week
luck
off.
on that. Let us
On that, I'll leave.
Wayne Larrivee, everybody.
Have
Thank
a
you,
good
my
one,
friend.
guys.
Wayne Larrivee brought to you by Cowall Investment.